We begin today's broadcast with tragic news that shakes us to our very core. For the first time since the hostage exchange deal began, Hamas returned Israeli hostages, not alive, not to freedom, but dead. One harrowing nightmare that began on October 7th has reached a heartbreaking, gut-wrenching conclusion. As we wait for additional forensic details, we are informed that the Bibas family, Shiri, her 4-year-old son Ariel, and her little baby Kfir, have finally returned home to Israel today in body bags. Let those words sink in. For over 500 days, the world held its breath, awaiting, praying, and pleading for their release, hoping that this lioness mother and her 2 children, with 9-month-old baby Kfir being the youngest hostage in this war, that they would come home alive. Instead, Hamas and its accomplices have delivered them back in death. And they're not alone. Also returned today is the body of Oded Lifshitz, an 83-year-old Israeli peace activist and one of the founding members of Kibbutz Nir Oz, a man who spent his life advocating for coexistence, brutally kidnapped in old age and left to die in Hamas's hands. We watched in horror as these innocent civilians were torn from their homes in Nir Oz by terrorists, images of their suffering haunting the world. A young mother clutching her 2 redhead babies, their fate unknown until now. They were killed in captivity when they should have been home with their families all along. Killed while the world argued, debated, stood and watched silently and excused the inexcusable. Today, Israel grieves, a nation in mourning, a people shattered once more. The Bibas family, the Lifshitz family, their loved ones, and all who prayed for their safe return are left with unimaginable pain, as are we. As we bring you the latest developments, one thing must be crystal clear. This was not just war. This was barbarism, cruelty, sheer evil, a crime against humanity. And as we ask what comes next, we must first reckon with this. What does it say about our world and the international community when the kidnapping of innocent babies and the elderly is met with anything less than universal outrage?